I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's time that you stop playing by the rules. It's time that you take down the guardrails in your mind and your heart. It's time that you start going after everything that you want. See, the problem with a lot of men is y'all are holding your own self back. Your whole life is based upon what society told you was right and what was wrong. Your whole entire life. Your whole entire life, you've been fed bull crap. Your whole entire life, you've been programmed to think the way that you think. Your whole life, you've been on this one road. You never ventured off. You stopped at every stop sign. You yielded at every yield sign. But you never made a left and you never made a right. Hell, you didn't even do a U-turn. You continued on this path. You continued down this road because somebody told you to go down this road. But little did you know, if you would have made a left 15 miles back, if you would have made a right 30 miles back, you would have gotten much further in your destination if you would have made that left and made that right. But no, you so busy listening to everybody. You so busy listening to people who don't want the best for you. You're so busy listening to society, and they for sure don't want what's best for you. Society don't want what's best for men. They don't want what's best for you. Society wants men in a rut. Society wants men to play by the rules. Why? Because that makes you safer. It makes you predictable. They don't have to guess with you. That's why most men can walk around here lollygagging, la 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 la, SpongeBob ass ninjas. That's why most of you can walk around here with your gut hanging off the table. That's why most of you can walk around here as safe as can be. Because society made it so safe for you to exist in mediocrity. Because that's exactly how they designed it to be. See, society and the ones who really control society, right? Which is really just people with money, people with businesses, people who own media outlets, people who own their own narrative, so on and so forth, right? These people count on you to be an NPC. They count on you. These media outlets, they dump millions and millions of dollars into research. They give research firms, marketing firms, millions and millions of dollars to do research on the normies. You. Right? They do all kinds of research and experiments, things that you don't even know about, things that you don't even see. You don't even know that what you're probably looking at right now is a psyop. You just never know. But once you stop playing by the rules, once you start thinking like the elites, once you start thinking like somebody who wants to win, then you will cease to stop being a knuckle dragger, a oxygen thief, an NPC, essentially. You'll cease to stop being that because now you're on your P's and Q's. Now you're thinking to the best of your ability, right? Now you stop drowning yourself with alcohol. Now you stop trying to stop all the noise, right? Many people, they flood themselves with alcohol. They flood themselves with substances. They flood themselves with distractions because they can't handle the chaos of life. They can't handle the aggressiveness of life. Life is aggressive. Life is absolutely aggressive. And it shows no one any mercy. Life didn't even show Jesus any mercy. This ninja was God. And life didn't even show him any mercy. So what makes you think that you're going to have it any easier than God himself? You're not. And it's time for you to go ahead and accept that. It's time for you to go ahead and bring down the guardrails. Look at what's going on around you, man. Who's playing by the rules? Just look around. Who's actually playing by the rules? See, here's how the gang go. Here's how the gang go. They tell you to play by the rules. They tell you how to think. They tell you how to navigate. They tell you what degree to get. They tell you what bitches you have access to. They tell you where you get to live and where you get to go to school. They tell you that. But guess what they're doing? They're doing whatever they want to. They're doing whatever they want to. Why? What happened to the rules? Right? I thought everybody was abiding by the same rules. No, doofus. Everybody is not abiding by the same rules. They have their own rule book. They have their own playbook. Right? You thought they was running a man-to-man defense. They're running a cover 3. Doofus. They've tricked you. They've bamboozled you, which is okay. It's okay. We've all been bamboozled. We've all been tricked. But what happens when you actually wake up now? What happens when you actually see the world for what it is and not for what it could be? Because once upon a time, I once looked at the world for what it could be. And that right there, it produced a lot of pain because I kept thinking in terms of how I wanted the world to be. I kept thinking in terms of how I wanted people to be. Because I am who I say I am. So I expect other people to be the same way. I expected the world to be the same way. But I had to realize that the world is the complete opposite. I had to realize that, oh, we operating on separate playbooks. The world is not what was told to me as a youngster. The world isn't a soft and cuddly place. This world is very diabolical. This world is very evil. This world is very, it is what it was since the beginning. And I had to accept that. I had to swallow that. I had to understand that because that is what helped me progress forward. That's what helped me see the world for what it is. Not for what it could be, not for what I dreamed for it to be. Sure, I wish for all of us to stay in peace and harmony. Is that going to happen? No. Maybe one day, but as of now, no. So guess what? I have to treat the world as such. I can't be walking around here playing by the normie rules when you have people around here getting ahead because they got the cheat codes, they got the cheat code book. If you play video games, you know damn well what I'm talking about. Remember putting all those damn cheat codes in the Grand Theft Auto? The unlimited armor, right? All the guns that you couldn't even get in the game easy or not even at all without the cheat code. You got big old machine guns and all kinds of grenade launchers and all kinds of stuff just because you put the cheat code in. You walking around, people wondering how is he not being killed? How is he not being killed? What's going on? You walking around with the cheat code. You walking around with invincibility. That's how the world is operating. Rules for thee and not for me. That's how the world is operating. So, what are you going to do? You can continue to play by the rules, but as you can see, the world doesn't care about your rules. The world cares about the one who can grab it by the throat and F it. That's what the world cares about. That's what the world cares about. The world does not show mercy on the passive, neither the aggressive, but at least the aggressive is shown some sort of respect and can fight back. They can fight back. You have to look at life as a sort of opposition. Something to be punched in the mouth. Something to be strangled. That's how you got to look at life. In actuality, rules don't exist. They don't. They don't exist. Rules don't exist. It's a social construct to keep NPCs in line, to keep the mediocre in line, to keep the idiots in line, right? Because everybody can't be great, right? I'm not going to sit up here and tell you no fairy tale. Your mother lied to you. You can't be whatever you want to be. You can't be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you make yourself to be, but you can't be whatever you want to be. That's a lie that they told you in school. That is a lie. You can't. Just look at the world. There's many people who thought, dreamed, prayed, and what came of them? What came of them? Nothing. Nothing. So stop dreaming, stop hoping, stop praying, right? Not saying that you can't do those things, but start acting. Start moving. Grab life by her hair and go down her throat. Because this is your life. You make the rules. Life doesn't make the rules. You make the rules. You dictate what is what. Not the other way around. That's why so many men are confused. Because you're playing by somebody else's rules. I stopped caring about the rules a long time ago. Fuck the rules. Because the same people who are saying, well, you can't do that. You can't do that are the same ones who are the biggest hypocrites in the world. The same people who are talking about rules and morality and this, that, and the third are the same ones who will break it in a jiffy just to get what they want. So you know what? F the rules. I'm abiding by my own rules, my own set of principles. What I say is what, not what they say. Because what they say is what they say. What I say is what I say. And you should also do that for yourself. Because nobody's playing by the rules, my guy. Nobody. Winners are not playing by the rules. You got to get it how you live out here. And don't say, well, once upon a time when? Once upon a time where? Life has always been brutal. Life has always been about conquest. Life has always been about the losers and the winners. You just so happen to stay in a society that gives you comfort and nobody comes around and cut your goddamn head off. That's why you get to exist as a mediocre man. Any other day, your ass will be fed to the wolves. And that's an after pill. Make sure you come over to the Patreon. Join the family. I'm forging minds over there. If you want to survive in a new world, if you want the tools to get ahead in the new world, I just dropped a video on the Patreon talking about the AI tools that you should be using to get ahead in health, wealth, and fitness, right? Come over there to the Patreon, join the family. We're steadily growing over there. Come and join the movement. The movement is getting bigger. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework, and PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.